This is Family Wealth 101 and I'm Joe Woodhouse. Following a recent video we put out giving 6 reasons why every expat needs an offshore bank account, we've had some amazing feedback. So first of all, thank you so much to everyone that came back to us, and a huge thank you to everyone that actually shared it. And secondly, we're going to answer some of the questions that came in. Link below if you've not seen the video in question, it's well worth a watch. Some banks have high minimum opening balances and some don't. Likewise, some offer great private banking facilities and some are pretty basic. But there's a bank out there for most people and most budgets. Again, it depends on what you want to use the bank for. Most will have maintenance fees if you drop below their minimum requirements. Anything from $6,500 all the way through to £50,000, depending on the bank and the services that you want. There may also be fees for transfers, especially international. Speak to a qualified financial planner, tell them your requirements, and they should be able to point you in the right direction and help you open the account. Also, depending on your country of residence, i.e. where you live, could restrict your options due to sanctions and regulations. So long story short, speak to someone who knows what they're talking about to know which bank you'd qualify for. Just like your bank back home, you're going to need to provide proof of your ID and address, i.e. passport and a gas bill. You may also have to prove income, so payslip or a letter from an employer would come in handy here. But this is where it can sometimes get a little bit tricky, as all the ID in most cases has to be certified by a notary or someone in a list of approved professions, which as an expat can prove difficult, especially outside Europe, as a lot of the firms may not be recognised by the offshore banks who follow international AML regulations. However, this is where a knowledgeable qualified advisor would come in, as they may be able to certify the documents on your behalf, as myself and my firm can do due to our strong relationships with most of the banks. The easiest way is to get a letter from your employer confirming your address. Not your PO box, but your physical address, regardless of whether there's a postal system in the country you live in or not, which will sound very strange to our friends back in the UK. Yeah, as standard with most banks. Look, offshore banking is basically like any other banking facilities that you have back home. 24/7 call centre, relationship manager, debit card, online transfers, checkbook if you particularly want one. Telegraphic or electronic transfers. Most people have a other bank account, so you can transfer money in online or through your branch. Or if you don't have another bank account, worry not, as your employers can pay your salary directly into your new offshore account. This depends on your personal circumstances and the country that you're going to. But again, speak to a qualified financial advisor, someone who knows the stuff, and they'll be able to confirm this for you or not. Okay, so I'm hoping that answered most of the questions that people have, but if you've got anything else that you want to know, please feel free to comment below, post on the page, or send me a private message. Likewise, if you want to know which banks that you qualify for, drop us a line. I'm Joe Woodhouse, and this is Family Wealth 101.